Welcome to another video, Blood Bowl 2, and our Dark Elf team, the Dark Crystal, got another match. We selected everyone, so everyone in the open ladder, all the teams, and Dark Crystal were chose at random, first game, so we've got another match up for them, this time versus Undead. We've still got a lot to do with this Dark Elf team. We've had a good start, we've won our first 2 games, but we are a few players down. We're going to have a couple journeymen in for this match, so they've got the loner trait, so they're going to be only linemen. We only are going to have 3 blitzers available as well for this game, as one of them got injured and will miss this match, but he'll be back. So we have got the full complement of blitzers. We've got 4, but only 3 for this matchup. So it's going to be a tough game, this. We only 11 players. My opponent's got a full complement. No loners whatsoever. He's got the mighty blow. He's got the speed as well. It's not actually undead. I'm playing, is it? I beg your pardon, it's necromantic, so the speed is an issue. He's got the 2 wolves, he's also got ghouls, so we are going to have to try and injure and remove some of his players. He also has 1 on the bench, so 2 rerolls apiece. It's going to be a toughie. We have got our plus movement guy, and we have got a runner. So we do need to get ourselves some witches. We do need the witch elves, and I'd also like to get 2 of them, and another reroll. So we need to save quite a bit of money up, and also keep all our players intact if possible. So he's set up with putting his zombies on the line. As you can see, my opponent hasn't actually got any skills as of yet on any of his players other than the starting skills. So I think he did get maybe a babe, otherwise a babe for the game. There wasn't much in it in respect to the team values. Obviously I had to pay for 2 journeymen, but we've had a good start. We managed to get one of his players removed with a KO. Can we injure some of these zombies? That's what we need to do. We need to get player advantage. The Dark Elves can play well under strength. They have got the speed, they have got the agility, so they aren't a team that do require the full 11 players, or a strong bench. However, I am a little bit concerned about his wolves and his ghoul in this game. So if we do get a score, it's possible that he can get a quick touchdown with the wolves. So we'll just see how the game transpires. I'll let you watch this turn. So sit back, guys, and enjoy the game's highlights. Here comes his blitz. He has gone for the bait, which was the loner. He has got the POW. Fortunately, there wasn't an injury there. He's just moving some players about. There may be quite a few mistakes in this game on my behalf as well, because I did play this game while intoxicated. So this was after a bottle of rum, 4 cold beers, and some other stuff which I can't mention. So you may see a number of mistakes from me here. Let's just put it that way. We've had a good start. We're managing to get a number of blocks in. We've got some armour breaks and we've picked up an injury. We've got an injury and a KO. Does his zombie come back? No. So we've managed to remove one. The opponent will still have 11 players if his KO comes back. But it's a good start for the Elves. Not had to use any of our rerolls yet. The dodges are working. If you can hear something in the background, my apologies. A couple of the dogs are and they like a good play together. So just bear with me while that you know, they're having a bit of fun there. So the opponent's second turn. In comes another successful blitz. He was going for the surf there, unfortunately for him. He did actually manage to knock the player down and stun him before he actually got the second to die in there. So we're doing what the Elves do best, which is move around, dodge out, and create blocks, 4, 2, 3 die blocks. They don't get pinned down very easily. Here comes the block now on his golem. Another dodge out. I don't use a reroll there, and it was only a 2+, but I didn't want to reroll it and he gets KO'd. So we're now down to 10. There he is. It's one of our journeymen. But this moment in time, my opponent has lost a couple of his players. Here comes the blitz again from one of his wolves. Here comes the frenzy and the pow. And we get a KO on the golem. That's a really big result, removing one of his strength 4 pieces. And another player. Blocks enough there to down a zombie. Unfortunately, no injury. Here comes the blitz. We do a GFI, and it's my obligatory fail on a roll of 2+ with a GFI. So we're down to 1 reroll. Right, once again it's my opponent's turn. Another armour break there for my opponent. In comes the ghoul. Does he dodge? No, he stays where he is. One die over there with his white. Couple blocks there on a zombie, no result. Do we do another block? Yes. Throw 3 blocks in, no results. So the zombie doing great work for him there. Standard player in, here comes the blitz. Get the POW. It is with a blodge piece. In comes the throw. And it's a successful throw and catch on the re-roll, and we also managed to dodge out and away there. We were in danger of getting surfed, so I did have to move that player. Only one, only the wolf in range there. He does need a POW. Didn't have the block skull, so the only way he could have done anything there was with a POW or with pushes. Another knockdown, and I was like, oh, come on, injure a white, injure that. Oh, fortunately, we don't do that. But we're knocking a few of his players down this time, including the zombie that was so useful in the last turn. Block's good enough there for our blitzer. And again a knockdown. And an armour break, but it's just a stun. Good start for us, very good start. I decided I'm going to run it in. I was considering the foul on his whites, but then I thought, you know what, I mean, I'll run in, get an early score and see if we can defend that. It does give my opponent a number of turns to get it, so I'm thinking it might have been better to hang on to the ball for a little bit longer and delay the score. His KOs stay out, so that's a good result. So he's on 9 players, which does give us a chance to defend. We do have 1 KO, so we're only on 10, but we do have 1 player advantage as it stands. So my opponent's got 3 turns now in which to get a score and level the game. Pretty good kick, quite happy with that. He needs a re-roll, so he's down to 0 re-rolls, that'll help. Hopefully that helps. Here comes the blitz. Oh, we didn't need that. Lose one of our linemen there. We decide not to use the apple. It's a minus armour. So Licker's going to have to get replaced. Don't really want to keep a armour 7 lineman. It gets to pick up. Oh, just hoping he didn't succeed with that. Decided not to throw the ball. He's managed to get the ball, he's securing it. Big block there by the zombie. If he'd have failed that, we would have been free to get a hit on the ball carrier. To get the knockdown on his zombie. We move in and we base the ball carrier with 2 of our blodgers. Another good result. Move the player back. He's got players within scoring range there. There's not much. I mean, I could probably have moved round, made it a little bit more difficult for him here. So I think that was an error on my behalf. I've got to made it quite simple. He has no re-rolls though, so it's not straightforward. But if he can get the ball, he gets the dodge. Can he make the pass? Yes, pass is good, and it's a straightforward score for him there. Made that very simple for the opponent to get the score. Didn't mark the player that was in range, which was his wolf. So it's straightforward, as easy as you like for my opponent now. He's also picked up an injury. So can we get our KO back? No, we don't get the KO. My opponent doesn't get his 2 players back. We've got a turn each left now in the first half. Can we do some damage to these zombies? Can we remove? Can we get another injury? That's what we're aiming for. We have got the movement 8. So there'll be a small chance of a 1 turn, but I'm not going to go for that. I've decided I'm going to try get some of these players removed if I can. So we're putting our 3 blitzers into positions to throw the blocks. We have no re-rolls, so the safest players to throw are 2 die. And look at that, perfect defence. So you can switch it about, put in some of his better players on the line. When these kick-off events, I think they make the game interesting. They certainly do that, but so many of them just seem to screw you over. And they're perfect. You always seem to get the perfect defence or the blitz when you least want it. And I've had to use a blitz now, which failed. But I've had at least 3 blocks prior to the blitz. Had the perfect defence not been rolled, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Not much you can do about it. We're going for a pass. So we're picking up a few points there for throws. Only being 1 point, but it's better than nothing. We throw a 1 die. Risk another 1 die. We get the result. Now that gives us a 2 die on the golem. If we could have removed his other fleshy, that'd have been huge. But unfortunately, we're not. He can't score, so it's just a case now of what he does to our players. Can he pick up an injury or a KO? Oh no! There we go. Oh, no long-term effect. On the last blitz of the half, Werewolf smashes Dread. He's out. We're slowly losing the players now. We've got 2 permanent injuries for this game now. So we're down to 9 players. We get the KO back. The opponent gets his Godflesh going. Oh. And we are defending, so he's going to have another few hits. We've got the Journeyman on the line. I'm just deciding now where to put the players. It might have been better to go a little bit higher with being Dark Elves. We could have applied a bit more pressure there. Respect of where the ball off the kickoff goes. So I've decided, yeah, we're going to move slightly forwards, and at least then if it's a short kick, we can get in and around. And if it's a blitz, we can blitz a number of his players. They will be in range. So just watch my opponent set up. And it gives him an extra reroll. So he's got 3 rerolls now. Here come the blocks. He's survived the first one. Stood on the second. Here comes the blitz. 2 die to a 2 die. Doesn't need it. Oh no. That's gonna hurt. His werewolves are doing the business against our linemen. He's getting the knockdowns. And he's getting the KOs or the injuries as well. He's got his 2 strength 4 pieces back. He's also got both whites and both werewolves. So we really are up against it here. There's no speed advantage for us whatsoever. Picks the ball up, doesn't even need a reroll there either. So this is going to be really difficult to defend. And steal the ball. We're going to need some really good rolls. We're going to need to pick up some injuries here. So I'm going for a few of his weaker players, seeing if we can level it that way. We get the result. Oh, nothing from the blitz. So from such a good start, we're now struggling a wee bit. But we are able to dodge away. Agility 4 works on that occasion. No result there this time from the opponent's blitz. But he's switching sides. Just caging up around the ball carrier. Double skulls and needs a reroll. No result. We could have done with a little bit more fortune there. A couple of both downs there on the reroll would have really helped. But it does give us a go at his ghoul. We get the knockdown. Can we? Oh, it'd be nice to injure that armor 7. Another knockdown. Oh, a KO. We needed a KO. Don't get it. We need the dodge to work. Does. No result. We roll it. Reroll. No result from the reroll. This time the dodge fails. We've used our reroll and we pick up a stun. So quite a nice easy open path for the opponent here. Just needs to clear the path. And his werewolves can charge down this flank unopposed. We have moved a player back. I did want another elf at the back here for the eventuality of him getting away. That didn't quite work. Blodge works on that occasion, but it frees the ball carrier. Oh, he gets a pow. He only needed a both down, but pow knocks my elf away. Couple pushes there would have been brilliant. Again, the ghoul survives. And that's a mistake. I think I should have used the extra movement guy there for a blitz. I've gone the wrong way. I've gone to take out the zombie. We do get a stun there, but it's left it a much more difficult task to get a result on his werewolf. We go for a 1 die, and it's a skull and then a push. And our dodge fails. We've used the rerolls. Oh, I recognised when I did that move at the time it was a big mistake. I could have got a 2 die there on his wolf and got the ball and got away and even made a throw, but unfortunately I've made the mistake. Did give me an opportunity with moving his wolf away from his other pieces there. In comes his blitz. He only needs to push away. He gets the pow. And a stun. What a result. What a result. Not for me, but he must have been buzzing from that one. Moves his unopposed players now. And he's moved up. He's gonna stall the score. He doesn't need to worry about my blodge piece anymore. So a few things going the opponent's way, but also a few mistakes I feel that I made there. We could quite easily have done that a lot better, a lot differently. In comes the blitz. We're out of range. Are we? Are we? No! And the GFI fails. It would have knocked the ball away, possibly. I put my player at risk of the surf, but would have got the ball out of his hands. Just moving in to make a cage a lot further up the pitch. He's delaying the score as much as he possibly can. Gets another critical knockdown there. Oh, come on, no. He does need re-rolls, but he's getting the results from them re-rolls. Risk a GFI there with no actual re-rolls left. And they're not down. Oh, just a stun. But it does mean that we've got someone on the ball carrier. And it is a blodge piece. Just watch my opponent's turn now. Is he going to run this in? Is he going to try and clear players? Gets a push. He's used his blitz. And another KO. Dodge succeeds as well there from the wolf, and he puts it in. So there's quite a lot of rolls that could have gone the other way, but he does take the lead. Still needed the dodge out at the end, couldn't clear the path completely. It was my intention to make it as hard as possible for him to score, but he manages the rolls. I only get one of my 3 KOs back. This is going to be a really difficult task now to try and get something from this game. So we've got 7 players in total. We have got the plus movement, and we have got all 3 blitzers available. We've got 3 turns, so that's plenty of turns. He's got speed on both flanks. He's got the ghoul in the middle. He's also got white at the back. So it's going to take something special. What's he going to give us with the kick? Gives my opponent another reroll. And the ball is a... Look at the kick. Couldn't have been much better than that. And we failed to pick up. Typical game. Typical Blood Bowl. The elf team isn't quite so elf-like anymore, is it? So what I was going to do was go for the pickup. We've also got another few players there that we could have moved. And some blocks we could have made also. But not to be. Still 2 turns available. Oh, here comes the blitz. We're in a bit of bother here now. We might have blodge, but all he needs is another push. Oh, and we've down another player. No result from the surf. A couple both down or something along them lines there. Opponent fails a GFI. Bit late for that. And even his one die zombie hits are working. Look at that. One die zombie pow stun. So we have to dodge away to get the blitz. Oh, just pick up a stun. I wanted to get one of them wolves. I wanted it bad. And we get a one die both down. So there's no way now we can pick the ball up. There's no way we can score. We're completely out of range. Plus movement stuck. Can't get out of that position. The block was that critical to we needed that block to have any chance whatsoever. Looks like he's going to go for a foul now towards the end. I thought that was a bit unkind considering he's winning the game and he's winning it significantly. Can he get rid of another player? Just a stun. Not even a sending off. We do get the knockdown, however. Can we dodge out? Can we level things? Oh. And we still failed the pickup. So that's the end of the game, guys. It went a bit pear-shaped there towards the end. Elves not able to pick the ball up, but never mind. Well done to my opponent. He did pretty well there. He picks up the 2-1. He did what he had to do. I think I helped him along the way there in that match, I have to say. But we'll have a look. I mean, we managed 10 armour breaks apiece, but the injuries certainly went against us with towards the end there. The KOs as well. There were a lot of players not coming back. But we'll have a look at the statistics. We did keep hold of the ball. We had quite a bit of the ball. It was pretty even. We managed a couple passes, a couple catches. 42 blocks against 40 and 2 KOs apiece. There you see my opponent just edged it on the injuries. We didn't use the apple, so there was an opportunity to use the apple on the busted armour piece, but I decided not to because it was quite early on. So there was an opportunity to bring that player back, which I didn't take. However, I did want to keep it in the bag in case my runner or one of the blitzers got injured as well. So we'll have a look at the star player points. We picked up a few. We got 5 points for the most valuable player, but we also picked up 5 and a 2 for the injury. We'll have a look at the dice rolls. I don't think it was a particularly bad game. Plenty of opportunity for both teams, but we'll have a look at how the dice actually did. You can see 84% on dodges. The armour was pretty poor, however the injuries was fine. Wake up after KO, really poor. going for it again, 2 fails, 6 successes, so not too bad, I suppose. And we'll have a look at my opponent's dice rolls. A lot more 100% in there. His injuries and his arm were pretty similar. His armour was 69%. Did get a lot of stuns and a lot of KOs. Actually, they didn't turn into injuries. His GFIs were a hell of a lot better. His dodges were bang on. One of them right near the end where the werewolf scored was a critical one. And his casualty and catches also pretty well. We'll look at the type of dice. So this is my opponent's type of dice: 16, 16, 20, 12 and 19. A lot of powers. To get more powers, I mean, the power pushes are normally way ahead of everything else, aren't they? But you did get a lot of powers there. I'll have a look at mine. Quite an even spread, hell of a lot of pushes, as you can see. That's what I mean by pushes over sort of scoring pretty much everything else as normally do. So we did get a lot of pushes, but we can't really grumble on the dice at all, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to blame the dice at all. I think it was a very good game. Thoroughly enjoyed that. We'll have a look at the team now. A quick look at how we're doing. So our stats are now 201, and we'll have a look at the team roster. We've got 50k, so I mean, we're saving, aren't we? We're saving for probably, rather than getting myself another line man, I'll probably get myself a witch next. So we're saving for a witch, which will leave us with still 2 players short of a full, well, it would be 1 player short of a full team. I think that's correct. So there's 4 plus another 4. So we've got 9 players, yeah. So if we get another player and we don't suffer any more injuries from the next game, we will have a team, hopefully with enough money, of 10 with a witch in there, which will be something to look forward to. Still a lot of ifs, buts and maybes there, but we'll see how we go. I would also like the team reroll, an extra team reroll, and I would like to start getting some of these guys leveled up, getting some wrestle, some block, some dodge on these linemen, and also the runner would be certainly to an advantageous for this team, because at the moment a lot of our players are easily dispatched to the ground, so getting some dodge in there and some block in there will help us significantly. So there you go, guys. Please leave a like or a dislike. Please comment and subscribe if you are new to watching these highlights, and take care and bye for now.